Hey, hope everybody's having a good weekend. Welcome everybody back to the Sunday Night Live Hangout. And just want to make sure that I try to remind everybody, starting next Sunday night, we're going back to the 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of the 8:30. So I'll be saying that several times throughout the live tonight. And hey, Mr. Steve Mack, SLC Farms made it in. Murphy Law, What Hobo Grow Knows made it in. Lee Harris, Miss Beck made it. Matthew Johnson made it. Dustin Farmall made it. Gordon made it in. So for all y'all that's coming in and people that watch it back later, just keep in mind that next Sunday night it'll be 7:30 when we go live instead of 8:30 because of the so dark and using up too much family time. Lawson Farms made it in. We went to the race last night. We didn't carry the car yet. We still got a good bit of stuff we're going over on it. Thomas Farms made it in. How you doing, buddy? First time in the live, but we're sure glad to have you. Somebody watched one of my videos the other day and said that you sent them over. Pretty sure it was you sent them over. So then I went and found your channel and started checking your stuff out. That's amazing how we keep getting connected with new people and stuff. That's awesome. Mark's Motorsports made it in. Walsh Farms, what's going on, buddy? Joey Stewart's in the house. Country Al. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you would. Share it out if you know how to share it. Benefits us all. The more friends we make and the more help we can get down the road. If we need help and got questions, SLC pounded the thumbs down. Telling everybody to pound it. Ray Foxworth, how you doing, buddy? So Thomas Farms, it's your first time in here, so evidently, but you had found us before that for you to recommend us to somebody. That's awesome. We go up to Tennessee about every July. If you're not far out the way, I would like to try to run up with you next July when we up that way. Matt and Andy, how you doing? Helping a friend get his bucket truck unstuck. I appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Appreciate it, Ray. Maybe it won't be long. In a couple of weeks, we'll be able to get our car on the track and shake it down and see where we got to go with it as far as making adjustments to try to make it halfway get around the track. Looking forward to bringing y'all along with us on our car. Chuck D, FPV, what's going on, buddy? We normally stay in Cosby, Tennessee, Thomas Farms, but we go everywhere. I mean, I was just through there last week heading to pick up that race car. But yeah, we go to Pigeon Forge. My favorite spot up there is Cades Cove. I really like Cades Cove. Carolina Clash is at Sumter, October the 17th. You still cutting hay, Gordon? Or Brian letting you rest some? How's Miss Becky's foot? She might not be got it dislodged from Mr. Ed yet. Headed towards Cades Cove in the morning. That's one of my most favorite places to go. I like old stuff. Oh, you're about 8 hours from there. You're almost in Alabama. We had what's his name come from next? I think he's close to Alabama. What is his name? Britt Farms come to the mountains last year the same time we was there, or this year actually in July, and we got to meet up. Fell down 3 steps. Fuel man let you down. Slick Gibbons. That's a name that everybody in the southeast should know with dirt track racing. But yeah, we're excited about bringing you along, working on the car and seeing some of the stuff that we do and some of the changes that we make to it to try to get it heading in the right direction. I don't think the modifieds will run again until the 17th, I believe. It'll be the next time they're back because Lakeview's off next weekend, if I remember correctly. The weather's looking good. I mean, earlier, I think the next 10 to 15 days is looking dry in my area. So there's a chance that we'll get some hay cut this week. As long as that ground is good enough to let us get in. Lee said that we should have more racing in the Minnesota area. Well, that's a long ways. I sure don't think y'all see us traveling that far to race. Britt Farms made it in. What's going on, buddy? Somebody was asking last week, actually several people's been asking me about my brother-in-law's t-shirt deal. Maybe Mr. Steve can put a link in to his Facebook site. If not, it's TFD Custom Shirts at Facebook. There it goes. Mr. Steve got it. Mr. Steve's the man, y'all. One of these days I'm just gonna come make up something to see if he can get me a link to it. Yeah, there's his link. And if any of y'all wanting shirts, hats, pretty much if you can imagine it, he can put it on there for you. And he's just a good country boy like me, and he'll do you right and get it on the way to you. Hope you don't have Rona. I was trying to figure out how to get in touch with you the other day, Mr. Ed, to talk to you about your heating condition you have. If you'll send me an email at Gerraldfarms@gmail.com. I would love to be able to talk to you about it. 69 Druth, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, another weekend. I don't know that I have a fix, but I have a couple suggestions for you. Start with on a radiator. If the water's going through it too fast, it's the same effect as not going through it fast enough because it don't stay in it long enough to cool. Like I said, I don't know, and I want to know the whole story of what all you've done and what it started out as, because I would like to try to help you. I know a little bit about mechanic work. Hey, Billy Todd, what's going on, buddy? That's why I didn't do much commenting on it, because if you do, you can get on the phone with somebody and have a 5-minute conversation. It'll take you 3 days communicating back and forth through comments and texts and stuff. Ryan McLean said he's here even though he's late. You're not late, man. We just fired up. Now, this time next week, you'll be late. So I'm going to say it again to remind everybody that's here. Next Sunday night, we're going back to the 7:30 p.m. instead of the 8:30 because it's dark earlier now. And then when it starts, summertime starts firing back up, we'll move it back to 8:30. Rural Life with Ron, what's going on, buddy? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for us. I'm seeing a bunch of new names pop up in the chat, and the thumbs up's not going up. There's the link to the merch. We got to get that merch switched over to my brother-in-law's stuff. There he goes. Right there's TFD custom shirts right there, y'all. So if you got any of your questions for your shirts, hats, masks, car stickers, license plates, koozies, whatever you want, that's your man right there. I don't know which time it's going to be on going. I'm going off my time. Y'all guys are going to have to figure out my time. Because last I heard that our time wasn't going to change no more. So I don't know how all that's going to work out. You hit the thumbs up first thing. Good deal, buddy. With the temps dropping, we've had another night in the 40s. Like 2 weeks ago, we had a couple nights in the 40s. The coastal here has pretty much got to be about done as far as growing. We're going to give it all the time we can before we go back. We probably got 40, 50 acres that we'll try to cut and get a half butt cutting off of it. But it's going to be too tall to leave going into winter. It won't look good, so we'll cut it. But them cold temps at night slows it down real good, real fast. Yeah, Mark, we both went Eastern time, but South Carolina had a vote a couple months back to stop recognizing the time change. And I think North Carolina is going to continue changing the time. And if South Carolina don't, then that's going to make our time be different also. But I don't know if they're going to do it or what that is at all. Trying to get an 18-minute video to upload. Takes several days to dry, yeah. This time of year here, it does seem to take a lot longer. 2 years ago, we was baling the day before Thanksgiving. I didn't think we'd ever get that hay dry. Hey, Mr. Monty, what's going on, buddy? Got all 4 of them down. Do you get your wobble box fixed or get another one or just pick you up another cutter? I'm sure you might tell us to wait to the video or it might be out already. I come from a guy in New York. Murphy Law, you saw. Hey, at least you're here now, buddy. I understand. We got sometimes real stuff gets in the way of hanging out on YouTube. Mr. Steve put the link in there to our second YouTube channel. If any of y'all are not checking it out, wish you would get over there and check it out. Right near the content on there that we put on this channel. I neglect it a lot. I need to start spending more time messing with it. Thought you had it, but it burned up again. I've got an old New Holland hay bind. You might could use parts off of it, Brett. I don't know what's good and what ain't good. Hey, Ian Lee, what's going on, buddy? Glad you made it in. Miss Tony ain't got no excuse, though. He was probably hanging out on some big channel, him and Brian. I wouldn't mind going and baling your hay for you. I told you that earlier. I don't mind baling your hay. I just don't know how we're going to work all the other stuff out. You been busy working, Ian, or just other stuff keeping you strung out running? '69 Truth, I don't remember where I got that from. I'm sure it's not nowhere I've been, because I think I remember it's like a boat or something, if I remember correct. You like watching the trip picking up the car? It was fun. It was neat going that far and getting to see all the big cornfields and stuff out there. But man, I was ready to get home. That sounds good, Britt. Before I spent too much money in it, Britt, I'd look for me a disc mower to pick up. Just my 2 cents, though. Lee checked out the second channel, too. Good deal. Normally, the stuff over there, I just put together. Like, I might be working on something one day and then forget to record finishing it or have my phone malfunction. And so a video might be a little bit working on the tractor. The next part might be feeding the cows, or it might be, there's no telling what you're going to see over there. It's unedited normally. She'll plan for next year, probably. There's the email address Mark dropped it in for us. How do you like your M5 111? I think Brian's got an M5111. I don't have one. I've run Brian's in a video or two, I think. Ed, make my phone ding. On the disc motor, yep. Yes, on the disc motor. Yeah, no. And normally on my channel, I try to be upfront with everybody. Like if I'm running some of my buddies' equipment, I try to make sure to put in the front of the video, like whose farm I'm recording at, like the Stricklands or the Drews or whoever I might be around, the Moores, whoever they are, because I don't want nobody to think that all that equipment's mine, because it's not. Yep, we're going to race the car, Ian. We sure are, buddy. We plan to get it out and possibly one day this week to the track and do a test with it. And then we super excited to bring y'all along and let y'all, instead of just seeing random race videos, y'all will get to ride with us and see what we tear up and see how we do and what we try to do to make the car better. Now you know who skips through the videos. Yeah. But yeah, I try to let everybody know, so there's no way all that stuff is mine. I got you, Mr. Ed. DLK's in the house. Yeah, you can do the commentary. We're going to need some of y'all to come help us in the pits. Yeah, yep. We are actually trying to figure out how we want to do the sponsorship on it, Ian. But we definitely have room for sponsors to go on it. So if anybody's interested, get up with me. We'll figure out how to get in touch other than on here. Please don't tear it up. We hauled it too far. Three of them are watching for free. Yeah, they stingy, DLK. These guys and gals around here, they tough. Yeah, we're going to put some of that SLC money in that car. Man got all that new tractors and balers and cutters and all that stuff. He at least can spend some couple grand in a racing to put his. That's going to be weird, me advertising his hay and I do hay, ain't it? That might be a conflict of interest. Billy Tyler, help out at the track. We're probably going to need it, buddy. Lee said if he didn't live, and living that far, buddy, I sure don't blame you. Send me an email, Ian, at Gerraldfarms@gmail.com or a messenger on Facebook if it's the same name. And if it's not the same name that I know, I'm not going to open it on Messenger unless you tell me. Because there's too much crap goes around. If it starts and runs or not, good deal. Take empty beer can. No, I got enough empty beer cans. Yeah, that might be a conflict of interest of putting Brian's hay on my car for sale. Make the hood of the car look like your banner. Charge us a small fee for a certain amount of time. Bigger the name, the bigger the sponsor. We might could do something like that, or pick one name or something, one or two, or a couple names per race to put on it, or something to make y'all feel like you're part of it. No conflict when you run out of hay, you sell mine. That's right. Yeah, Ian's got some pretty dogs. That's another thing that we got coming up here that I got to make a video on. Some dog collars that we got in to use on our dogs. We've had a bunch of trouble with the collars irritating the dogs' necks and not staying on. So we got a company, we got some here, and we'll get into that with y'all on another video. Food Forest Permaculture. What's going on, buddy? Glad you made it in. NC Firefighter 3677 is in the house. Might be a conflict of interest, but money's money. No, if we tear it up, y'all got to pay more next time. I got to run so many laps or pay you back. Goodness gracious. Have to get a lawyer to draw these contracts up on her. Give me 1 second, y'all. Be sure to click the like button Mark says. Anybody want something while I'm up? Right now, Brian, we're going to run here, but I think we got a couple sponsors lined up from your way, so we're probably going to travel up to Cherokee or Carolina Speedway a time or two a year. But probably Lakeview will be home. We'll probably hit Fayetteville, North Carolina a few times. Have a good one, Ian. Take care, buddy. There goes the merch link. Anybody want something off of there? We're going to have some new merch going up. Like I said, I got to get that stuff switched over to my brother-in-law's. It's hard for me to be trying to push him, and I'm not even using him. That's wrong. But we're going to get a couple new designs with the race car on it. And then the sponsors from the race car will be on the shirt. Do I have any stickers yet? I don't know. Let me make a note. I got me a notepad here, though, tonight. Because after you talk this much and jumping all around subjects, and the time you get off of it, you can't remember it, or I can't. 500 tractors tore all apart. Wow. You'll be the gas man so we don't run out. Oh, you buying the gas. Okay, let me write that down. Gordon's buying the gas for the race car. See, that's a sponsor. Just got that one nailed down. Y'all, you see how easy that is? Now I need somebody to get the tires. Who's getting tires? Charlie the plumber. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. You'll send a $50 super chat if I chug a beer. Go ahead, put it up. I just opened it. Put the $50 up. Ryan sounds really cool. Sticker Mule is the best place to get stickers. I think my brother-in-law can make them. Actually, I think Sticker Mule. Nice try, Brian. What do you think about the Super Street race? I left time it was over. What I'm understanding is they threw the boy out that won because he was like 7 pounds under. But as soon as it was over and I quit recording, I was checking out of there. I'm not going to lie. Mr. Monty's taking care of the air conditioning on the race car. We got that covered. Mr. Steve's got the duct tape. We're getting closer, boys. We're going to have us a race team here shortly. Brian dropped $4.99. I sure do appreciate it, buddy. I'd have been mad if you'd have dropped the $50 anyway. That's way too much money. That's real money. I owe you for the rest. I didn't want to chug a beer anyway, buddy. Mr. Ed's getting all fancy, figuring all them numbers out. Left off a 0. Ryan, if you weren't so far away, you'd help. Oh, somebody told you it was 20 pounds. Now, 20 pounds is a lot of weight. You know, the way I look at it is if I was driving that car, I would have been upset if I was a few pounds under and got threw out. But I also look at it, if I was the second place man and he was under, I would want him thrown out. But there's no doubt that car was fast. I mean, that guy, young man, had a fast hot rod last night. Murphy's asking, where's Mr. Ed's merch? Mr. Ed can get up with my brother-in-law and he will have merch soon if he wants it. Billy Thomas said, I get the tires. Uh-oh, Billy's getting the tires. Almost called you Robert. Want my some Gosling Farm merch. I remember when I was first seeing Mr. Ed's stuff, I was thinking he was close to me. I wouldn't have thought Rick was so far away either. The world gets bigger when you get out there on that road driving. So what's everybody been up to the weekend? Mark said he's thought of offering merch too already. Scott, what's going on, buddy? For a South Carolina boy. Patch of Heaven's been working on a new project. Cool and Rain. He was surprised the rose went that far. Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to run off the end of it. Nursing your knee still. Wednesday's the first session of 8 weeks of physical therapy. Good deal. Maybe everything will go good with the therapy and get you back up and getting around good. Making videos, hopefully headed to Ohio. Head bouncing off the concrete. Ain't good for your head to bounce off of concrete, buddy. Spent the weekend bow hunting in Michigan. You have any luck? Get your homework done, buddy. That's very important. I appreciate you coming in. And for y'all that's just coming in, don't forget, next Sunday night, the live will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got to remember to keep saying that for people, different people coming in. Weekend was a little chilly. No luck yet, lots of time. That's part of the fun too, is getting to do the hunt. Not only harvesting the animal, but the hunt itself's a lot of the fun. Or was for me when I used to hunt. Scott said hit the thumbs up. Happened last Wednesday. We got to travel. Got to go to a ball game Friday night. It's coming Friday night. Couple-hour ride. Been 20 years since you hunted anything. I lost interest in it. Used to hunt a good bit with my dad and my cousins and stuff, and then I just lost interest in my son. He started getting interested in hunting some, and I done it a little with him. We help him set up blinds and stuff. Then the best thing we found to do was hunt some of the hay fields and just set the round bells up and get in between the round bells and hunt. The deer was already used to the hay bale, so it didn't bother them. Did the race car smell like Budweiser? No, believe it or not, I didn't find no beer cans in it either. I figured too, but sure, it'd be full of beer cans. His little mini excavator was sitting there. Floorboard was full of cans on it. No, I ain't quite got it ready, Scott. It's close. We're going to try to go test it one day this week. And then the next race is like the 17th, I believe. We might try to have it out on the track by the 17th for that weekend. We got to get Mr. Ricky Locklear over here, and so we can get the number and stuff changed to what we want and get some sponsors and stuff put on it. No, it's a V8, Scott. Rick made a recycle run. Appreciate you coming in, Billy. Have a good week, buddy. Yeah, well, I believe it's going to do fair. I mean, we've already made a good bit of changes and stuff on it, trying to get it, the way and how we want it on the scales. It's a lot different than anything our other cars used to be. Suspension is totally different. Sitting in the wood waiting for John Deere. My son and them do a decent amount of duck hunting in the winter. Can't hunt native animals there. Scott don't hunt anymore either. Like I said, they do a decent amount of duck hunting. They was talking about him and a couple of his buddies going up next, up towards Rick's for a duck hunt, a duck hunt. And when we drove up there, we got there, I asked him, he said, "No, I ain't going that far to duck hunt." That ain't hobby farm stuff, Brian. That stuff that run a hay baler. They were small, but they would run a hay baler. Hobby farm stuff. The biggest one that I showed probably has as much horsepower as the 574. No, that thing will run. I bet it'll run that baler I got. Y'all guys just got way too big equipment. Y'all all spoiled. Think you got to have 100 horsepower tractor. Can't sit still longer than 2 minutes. That's part of my problem too, Ryan. I can't sit still long either. The doctor's office, most of them are quacks. Look like hobby farm stuff to you. No, I'm gonna have to go back to making videos showing y'all how to use small equipment, old small stuff. I need to run the square baler with the A. I think it's got like 11 horsepower. Yeah, I need to get this thing back to the old school. With the Cub, I don't know if the Cub will pull it. I have pulled it with the A before though. No, that's a big tractor. That 140 you got, that ain't no little tractor, Brian. That's a row crop tractor. Your wheel horse. I've seen them wheel horses fetch some good money before. Started taking your rifle apart and the deer showed up. Yeah, man, I remember when they used to do a lot of plowing backer and stuff with 140s. Mr. David, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while in here. Now, Mr. David's going to attack the little tractors. I thought me and Mr. David was real friends. Keep going down. I'll be pulling with the mules. You smell the Budweiser and diesel. And it was a buck. Nick Pick. So what's going on, buddy? $2.99. Sure do appreciate that, buddy. I still got to get you to help me find a microphone to use out when I'm outside recording, because this is what I use now. I found this sponge in my truck toolbox. I cut a slit in it so my phone will go in there, and that muffles the wind noise. Mess with her. He just wants me to get a real tractor, a John Deere. I wouldn't mind picking up a John Deere if I could find one. I don't know if I ever find one of them I can afford. Them tractors is tough, man. Yeah, I'm doing good, Nick. Hope you are too, buddy. Get one like DLH. Yeah. I think I put a picture of that on Facebook and Instagram. I called it the 4K wind sock or something like that. The wireless is $199. Hardwired is about $50. I would love for it to be wireless, but that's a lot of money. $200. Man, all of our videos up until this year, there wasn't nowhere to put a phone mount on the 574 and stuff. We held the phone. Now when we're using the 5140, I've got mounts put in it. I built that bar and stuff to go in it so I can move the phone around. But once I'm done. Yeah, that's true, Nick. Everyone needs an old 2-cylinder Deere. People love the sound, don't they? Tractor might start spinning. Your butt don't fit the seat. Nothing runs like a deer. Yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't mind finding one to have on the channel. Farm Off Fanatic, what's going on, buddy? I like the way that 120 square baler looked the other day. That's just like the one I got. I started to text you and tell you to keep an eye on it for me, and I thought, no, that's probably a long ways off, just like I went the other day. So I backed right up. I didn't even finish texting you. What's going on, AJ? How you doing, buddy? For y'all that's just coming in, next Sunday night, the live is going from 8:30 back to 7:30. Just trying to keep reminding as I see new names come in. Park the combine for today. I can't keep up with the comments. Now they're going too fast. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. "5 minutes in the do you have to call SWAT team to get me out?" I run one. I think I've actually run one older John Deere a couple years ago, doing some hay work with my buddy. I don't even remember the name of it. It was huge though. Mark said, make sure you hit the thumbs up. There's a link to our Teespring store if anybody's interested in some merch. Did you plant soybeans again this year, Formo? I don't recall if I seen you plant your soybeans like you normally do. I could just be missed it. Yep. Y'all give me 1 second. I got to go check on that cat. I'll be right back. Don't mess with that. Sorry about walking out on y'all guys. I'm back. Kitty, kitty. That ain't cheap beer. I can't afford that top shelf stuff like y'all guys have. With a Cummins engine. I think they're all good. Just like vehicles, I think they all make good ones. They all make bad ones. Now, even if Farmall was going to pick on my beer. I got to reevaluate my friends on here. Oh, dang, I about knocked my knee off. The cat's wet now. Yeah, I got to reevaluate my friends on here. Do a purge, I reckon. Nathaniel Lee, what's going on, buddy? Killed on the interstate right here in the big city. Wow. For y'all that's just coming in, I'm going to remind y'all, like I've been reminding everybody so far tonight, that next Sunday night, the live will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern instead of 8:30 like it's been all summer. OMG, the man hangs with Rick, then has to reevaluate his friends. Yeah, we still in recovery mode. We've been running ads all on TVs and everywhere, apologizing, trying to get a handle on it. I hope my wife's got something to eat because I'm getting hungry tonight. What everybody have to eat tonight? Have y'all ate yet? That was crazy. I looked on it on my phone when I was at Rick's. I said, well, at least he spelled my name wrong. Maybe it won't translate over. I looked back and he had it spelled right. I'm like, well, he called it and straightened it out. Yeah, so I seen something where it had 115 pounds. Yeah, that was pretty big, I think. Lee had pizza. Mr. Steve had 8 tacos. You must have been hungry, Steve. You must have made hay up there today. Pork chops, cottage cheese, and pineapple. Cisco chicken and rice and broccoli. Yeah, Mr. Steve, I don't know how he got it all back organized for me after that trip. Bag of boiled peanuts and a pack of Cheetos. Magnus roll in the morning. He had lost it to pineapples. I like some good pork chops, though. But wanting Taco Bell, Mr. Steve will be fine. As y'all can see, I don't know if it was up last week or not, but I got a counter put in over there. Still got a bunch of work to do to get the tops how I want them, and I might put the liquid glass on them. Like right here, I've got a desktop. This is a piece of plywood that I borrowed off of Gordon's truck. I might put that liquid glass on it so it'll be smooth where I don't be getting splinters in my arm. Homemade tacos. Britt Farm dropped $5. Thank you, buddy. Thank y'all guys and gals so much. Looks early American. There's Mr. Ricky. We've been talking about you all night, Ricky. And you probably been laying in the background listening. So now y'all guys can start apologizing. I got to get up with you for sure. I meant to call you one day this week about getting some numbers cut out to try to match the colors that's on the car already. And putting a few sponsors right over some of the ones that's on that car. No, he's at work. Whew, we got lucky, y'all. Christina made spaghetti. I bet it was good. Now, next week, Mr. Ricky, the live will be at 7:30, starting at 7:30 to 8:30 roughly. I'll try to put it in a video this week somehow to remind people that watches it, because I'm sure still going to be a lot of people not knowing, even though I mentioned it 100 times tonight. Gordon said country gal supper was delicious. We ain't going to be on much long either, Ryan. You have a good week, buddy. Pewview Ted's in the house. He must have got off restriction. I was telling everybody that starting next Sunday, the live will be back to 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, or Eastern Standard Time. Mark's got it in there for us too. Lee's got the bell set. That's good. These other people, Lee, it's hard to get them to do stuff like that. You beg them and show them and hold their hand and walk them to the trough and everything. They don't listen. Come in next week at 8:30, be a lap down. That's right. You come in at 8:30 next week, we'll be telling you bye. Hope everything's going good up your way, Ted. I haven't forgot that I still want one of them PV Farms beanies for this winter. I like to wear a beanie. Or Rick said he had to put up a gate to keep people picking up beer cans out of the jar. Rick Borker break. 50 more and Ted hits a K, 1K. I hope Ted's going to start doing the lives and stuff like he used to when he hits his 1K and don't be staying hiding from us. Yeah, if any of y'all don't have Ted's stuff, go over and check Ted out. Ted's a real cool guy, especially when he'll post stuff. Small price to pay for a large investment of used equipment to be housed. Well, see, I have to look at it backwards in that, Ted. All my old stuff is going to be a big investment to put all my little bit of rusty junk under. I do want one. Maybe one day I'll be able to get one. Hope to do one at the beginning of 2021. You all should live. No. Our sun and stuff here during the summer don't do them real good either. Look at there. I've been begging Ted for one forever, and TFD Customs is going to hook us up with one. If any of y'all are interested in your merch and stuff for your channel, if you'll check out this TFD Customs right here, that's my brother-in-law. He'll take care of you. Winter sucks here, man. Your truck freezes to the ground. Yeah, see, I can't go anywhere like that. Your fever broke and you feeling a lot better now? There's the link, the TFD custom shirts right there, y'all. He can do t-shirts, hats, hoodies, koozies. And pretty much, if you can imagine it, he can do it. I'm going to get him on here one Sunday night. He can bring some stuff over, some samples to show y'all. That way, if you have any questions, he'll... If you haven't, he can answer them because I'm not good at that technical stuff. I can barely explain my stuff. Oh, so you told Gordon you was sick today. Gordon, he had you suckered and you done all that work today. He's been doing YouTube stuff. Yeah, it's amazing how that fever broke on it. Well, guys and gals, it's been over an hour. I reckon I'm going to pull the plug on it, but make sure that you remember next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate all y'all coming in, you guys and gals, supporting us here at Gerraldfarms. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday night. Take care. Have a good one.